Peace family. Welcome back to the page. Peace to all the high vibrational people of the planet. Peace to all the gods and goddesses. Peace to all the kings and queens. Peace to all the prince and the princesses rising to be, future kings and queens. And so if this your first time viewing the page, I am no Vo. I'm a study of metaphysics and things of that sort. And basically the study of metaphysics is anything above the 3 dimension. So most of the time in this field, it's gonna only be people of certain vibrations that's gonna even be able to understand this information because it's coming from a high vibrational place at the end of the day. Because that's basically what I've been studying, so that's basically what I present, basically what I am. I say, I am that I am. And rolling off that I am that I am, when we look at the physical body, this is basically a tomb or a prison of a divine being. So when you are animating your avatar, you may feel like it's your everything in a way. They make you feel like your body is your everything. And it's basically just like when they make a car. It's basically like one of those, like this the model, the class, certain things of that sort. And basically that's the vibration that you carry throughout the world. But basically it's just a body. It's not you. It's just something that you're encapsulated inside, like a water bottle. Like you're not the bottle, you're the actual physical water inside the bottle. You're the actual energy. The bottle was just made on this 3-dimensional field, and it's just the energy that you embody because you have a certain type of spirit. You can basically, it was like it's like going to the dealership and being able to get the best car in the whole lot, you feel me? And just our face card, you feel me? Just straight, your face card is just, your face card. That might be my tag. That's A1. But your face card basically got you into this body that you're in. If you're inside of a melanated body, then basically you have some of the highest energy in the universe because only the highest energy can embody this spirit, you know what I mean? In this essence of this physical being that you're encapsulated inside. And basically all this this liquid, all this plasma energy, things of that sort, basically all it is vibrations. And with these vibrations that you embody, it's like I always say, it's a technology. It's the most advanced technology in the universe. And as I've been thinking and meditating on certain things, the elements can present themselves out of you because you embody all of the spirits of what it takes to create these different essences or these different elements, the fire, the earth, the wind, the air, the plasma energy. You already embody all these, so basically all you're doing is pushing out a force that you already embody inside of yourself. And that's the same thing that you're doing whenever you're channeling certain deities and things of that sort. All that deity is a vibration that it carried. And that vibration might have been carried from generation through generation, channeled by different people, but it's still the same vibration that's being carried throughout those generations, if you understand that. That's why you can, the more you tap in, let's say you want to work on your arts, and that could be the arts of, literally arts, painting, or arts as in music, because all of it is vibrations of different arts is a vibration. If you like creating clothes, it's a certain type of art. And inside of art is certain vibrations inside of art that you can tap into. That's why if you're an artist, you listen to certain musicians, you can kind of tap into what they do and then you can tap into their vibration, and you basically emulating whatever deity is they actually embody. You're actually going to be in sync with that same deity. So it's not so much that you're copying the person who actually, because that's not even them. They think that it's them because they so in the ego, you know. But all they carry is a vibration, and that vibration is just energy, and energy is free energy in the universe. And just like you tap into the energy, someone else can tap into the energy also, because all this is energy. You just have to want to actually tap into that vibration and be able to release the energy. And I feel like most of this stuff came from, basically when you study metaphysics and things of that sort, you're going to be studying different, it's going to be a specific category that you're going to be into. And with these categories, we can kind of jump into, because as y'all know, I was looking through the magazine, which I showed y'all a picture the other day, but I just had started at the beginning, you know, the front page. But sometimes a message really be inside of this stuff when you, like, they push it out knowing that people won't really read the Wall Street and Journal, things of that sort, because people only want to read entertainment. This is an entertainment society. That's where most of the money come from, is entertainment. So if it's not entertaining to you, or which reading newspapers don't seem that exciting, would you, most 9 times out of 10, if somebody have a choice between reading the newspaper or going on social media, TikToks and things of that sort, they're most likely gonna go to TikToks and things of that sort. And most of the information they're not gonna put on there because they know that's what the majority of the population is going. They're gonna put it in a more low-key place. These newspapers and things of that sort are some of the true information that they put out, but it's hidden inside of, it's like a certain matrix that you gotta crack, but really the information that's for you is going to pop out, because that's you using your intuition and knowing what actually pops out, what actually jumps out at you, and actually going for that actual feeling that you're feeling. Because there's a couple of things I want to go into. Okay, when you in the study of metaphysics, I can't even say the true word on this video, because then people are going to think a certain type of thing, which could be true in a way, because channeling deities and things of that sort, it can be, but it's all energy and it's all free energy. Even that deity that feels like it's his energy, he's emulating someone else. So, because it's all us at the end of the day. And it's all about what you do with that energy. Nobody can be forced to do something. It's all free will. So unless specific deities are able to jump inside of the spirit and take over their actual physical body, they could never overpower the energy of your true essence, of what you really want to present to this three-dimensional world. But basically what you're going to be in the study of is astronomy, astrology, which astronomy and astrology, mythology, magic, metaphysics, which that's part of the whole essence of it, is metaphysics, and psychology, my apologies. Yeah, I know that wrong. But basically when you're studying these things, it's going to bring you to a certain vibration of understanding the actual galaxy. And once you actually understand more of, because with psychology, we are in the study of people, metaphysics, things like that, started studying, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's a study of anything above the three-dimensional. So you're already raising your vibration up just by trying to study something that's above you. That's like being in 3rd grade doing 4th grade work. You're already preparing yourself for that level, so that grade is going to go by even faster, and so on and so magic, which we know we kind of stepped away from our magic, but we do a lot of physical things that we really don't have to do because we're high vibrational beings. Yes, human beings may have to use vehicles and things of that sort because that's what's required of them in the three-dimensional world. But with us having this high vibration, we can do things, and that's what used to be in the arts in school was when we studied. Because for us, all it is once we see certain pictures and certain symbols, it can unlock DNA that is dormant in us because all that is a vibration. And like I said, in your DNA, we have what they call junk DNA, which is basically these dormant symbols and things that have to be unlocked in these dormant levels that have to be unlocked. But you can only unlock it by studying certain things and knowing certain information, which will help you rise. Because even though they have all of our tech and things, they can only rise to a certain level. Now, if we tapped into certain things that they release to the public, we would be more enlightened. And understanding the universe is understanding ourselves. And when you understand yourself, you understand you created everything and you can do whatever you wanted to. That would be breaking the matrix and breaking out of this three-dimensional physical. Because with information, like I said, they might have to. That's why they don't really want us to have the information, because they seen what the information did to us or can do to us. They seen what the Greeks, when these guys was, after they was like, we were just with them. Because when we were started off all the same. It was like we were just with them, how they able to fly and do things of that sort. And then some of us chose to be, to get the information and let them know how we did it. Because it was only given to, the information wasn't always physical. It wasn't always physical information. It used to be channeled information. So you would be able to just, I think what was that? The ninja, it had, I think it had Black Jack, and he was like a ninja. And he would be able to go to this, he'd have to meditate. Dang, what that movie called? It's the bed. Dang, I forgot that. But basically, he was, basically the movie was about Jack Black. It played Jack Black, and he was a ninja. And then he was going through some thing, initiation and all that. I think he had to go to the city at Beverly Hills or something like that. And it was a lot of stuff he got into. But basically, whenever he would channel his sensei, he would go into this other realm during meditation. So basically, that's what we would do. We would go into meditation, talk to our higher self, and they would give us the information that we needed to do things in this third dimension to raise ourselves, because it used to be just information given to us just to help us rise. So as we was rising, we started doing these crazy things and doing these certain things. We got information to the human beings, things of that sort. They were able to, break down the things that made us great and break down these certain crystals that were able to help us channel even easier. It's like the antenna on top of the house is like a rainstorm come through and knock it off. Like, you're disconnected from the but you gotta be able to want to fix it. You gotta be able to either call onto some deities to fix that, some deities that are in this three-dimensional to fix that that signal, so that you can get back in touch with your higher self. And that's basically what some of us came down. We know that we will forget, but we encapsulated a certain energy. And we laid that energy dormant into a certain time in a certain age, in a certain light cycle. So with this eclipse that's coming up next month, definitely want to pay a lot of attention to it. Even the one from last year, they wasn't putting so much emphasis on it. This one, they're not talking about as much. But we have so many people coming from around the world just to see this eclipse. So it's quiet, but it's loud. So definitely want to pay attention to this one. Definitely want to. Yeah, I did got my new hairdo on that. Y'all know. Yeah, you feel. Anywho, yeah, we definitely want to pay attention to this one. This one gonna be powerful. We got a lot of stuff just have passed, and with this energy, with Goku just, the creative Goku just passing away, things of that sort. I think that's where, like, I think 68, somewhere around 60 something, which I'm gonna go on my first month 68. But it's just bringing the whole energy back, you know, because he was a creator, and so of course it's gonna blow up. It's gonna, and by blow up I mean it's gonna be, he was a creator of it, so it's gonna be, the picture gonna be spread and more people gonna be watching it. You know how people do when somebody passed away. And basically with that type of energy, it's gonna be bringing in a type of childlike energy. It's in the spirit right now, it's in the air. A certain type of cartoon, like a flying and powers and type of energies in the field right now. Even just when I scroll, like everyone talking about, you know, they've been channeling and things of that sort. I love to see it. And that's why a lot of us are making channels, because we are channeling, because we are getting all this information and we want to share it with the world, with people who enjoy the same things that we enjoy, with people who can understand us. And it's where we all come together and be able to, this is how, this technology is what's going to bring us all together. And that's what I was going to go into also. I'm glad I brought that up. I'm so glad. So, as we know, we do have melanated brothers and sisters, kings and queens, gods and goddesses, prince and princesses in, you know, places like Korea and places like China, things of that sort. So, because we exist all over the world, we don't just exist in, you know, the places that you think that we exist, like, oh, hey, everybody in Africa, or everybody in UK, or everybody in United States, or everybody in Canada. We have people that are over there too, and they been over there, and they just like over here, they have it's more black people over there than they want to show us. Because just like you could go to the city and you can go to the city and see mostly Caucasians here, but if you go to certain rural areas, you can actually find a lot of black people. And that's how it is over there too. But what I was thinking about is, with us being on this 3-dimensional light code lockdown, basically the light code lockdown is just basically not wanting you to understand that there are things above the vibration of this 3-dimensional matrix, because it's things that are around us. These are just 3-dimensional things, but they really don't exist, because we exist in that higher vibration, and with us continuously unlocking new information, the more this illusion is going to continuously vanish. Because all it is an illusion. With it being at such a low vibration, it doesn't exist. It's just simply an illusion. But with our brothers and sisters that are over in, you know, places like China and everything, they get in the first dose of the complete, they get way more like light code lockdown, because at least over here with us being indulgent with and entwining with the Caucasian race, it was forced that we don't have to go through as much, like, which we do still go through a lot of light code lockdown, but with us being so, because let's go back to 2020 during the vid, you feel me, if you know, the vid-19. During that time, they tried to put us under deeper light code lockdown, telling us we can't leave and stuff like that. But with the Caucasian race, they wasn't going with it. And they couldn't really differentiate, because they know once they make us a complete enemy, we going to actually unlock this certain dormant energy that lies inside of us that's more of a warrior energy. And once they get unlocked, they're going to have something else in their hands. So that's why they try. Because with most people right now, they feel like they got so much power and stuff because they are able to be in the same corporation and things of that sort with the Caucasian race. But they putting them on light code lockdown too, just because they around us. That's why they can't. That's why they still got to go to work and things of that sort, because they on light code lockdown too. they can't just be free. They still gotta pay taxes like us. They gotta do all things just like us. Even though they feel like we both on a three-dimensional field, which we not all on the same three-dimensional field. We just all exist on it. This is just like they had, that's their actual vehicle. That's kind of them. It's like, that's what they supposed to have. This is not us all the way. We are at a certain vibration. We can fly and we don't have to use no matches and think, because that's all us. All we gotta do is push it out and be able to understand that all these elements are inside of us. This is just a low level, nothingness at the end of the day. And you will be able to create this out of thin air, because all it is simply atoms. Be able to create fire out of your hand. Simple. And it wouldn't be no thing. I've done it. I felt it. Like, it's the things that you do on a more high vibrational level. But when you come back to this field, you don't see everyone around you doing it, so you feel like you can't do it. And it's just that same mentality. Once you get out of that mentality, then you'll be able to grow into who you're really supposed to grow. Because their power is different than your powers. You might be around people who will never be ranked spiritually high as you have. Because like I said, we fell in that vibration. But even when we was up there, it was still, certain ranks and certain levels. And that's just throughout until we got up to the oneness. So a lot of us, when we failed, there was still levels to certain masteries. Because it was still levels to that. But with that being said, family, I think next time I'm going to some of this, it's a lot of spies and stuff. Like, even when you in the parks and stuff and things of that sort, you'll hear birds and it sound like cameras, things of that sort. You be like, whoa, what the heck? And it ain't by coincidence, and it ain't by, because they tell us a lot of. I had a book I got from the library and stuff, and it showed all the different. They have cameras and birds and little insects and flies, and basically a lot of the stuff that you would think are normal could have AI in them, and it could be a whole little camera spy technology around you. And just a whole lot going on. And even over there in China and things of that sort, they have like what they called it. I don't want to say the word snitch, but dang, it was a certain word that they had used. In informant. So basically with an informant, they would have they said they have an informant at the workplaces, in every classroom there's one informant, and basically they gather opinions and things of that sort. So basically, they using things right now that they was using back then. These is what the scribes were doing while we was just channeling with the higher beings. We channeling, we just it's a channeling. They scribing down. Oh shoot, he just said. Oh okay, cause we thinking we won. We thinking we all won at first. But once we started doing this, they started getting jealous and they wanted to bring us back down. Because they seen what level we was at. And like, they was teaching us, now they channeling and flying, and because all of this information is DNA, which you already have. It's like having a weapon but scared to use it, like, like you're gonna have to learn how to use it first, take the steps to learn how to use it, because just like I was thinking yesterday, like, even with that power, even if we go to the movie Hellboy, she had power, but she could never control it. She couldn't control it. So she would just burn down houses and burn down. So if a lot of people powers came on right now, they wouldn't better, it'd be a whole lot going on, because we haven't never really just been into the practice of turning magics and certain elements. So if you did turn on right now, you'll probably look crazy. You'll probably look like you was a madman. because you unlock this certain DNA that most people don't want to unlock or don't want to use. It's like having some of your house that's very important, but you never use it. And you just not going to ever go into that room of that house. This is your body, this is your house. It's just a certain part of the house that you never go into. And it just haven't been there in a long time. Even once you open the door, it's going to be dust in there. You're like, dang, you ain't used it in so long. So you got to dust it off, you got to clean it off, you got to do a whole lot before you're even able to utilize that room. And like I said, with your body, they said the body is the temple. So it is a room, it is a house. And all this is a doorway that you have to unlock. That's why Neo had all these doors, because that's placed in your subconscious that you have to go into to get to these. He was going into his subconscious, unlocking that door. He come back. Now he doing powers in the physical world because he unlocked the door now. He understand. And once you understand that, that energy can be more entangled. And once you're more entangled, that quantum entanglement more and more, you're going to actually be able to do those powers in the physical. But you have to practice them even when you're in the spiritual or in your astral body, because your astral body is still right here. That's what you have the chakras for, because those are part of your spiritual body. I mean your astral body, which is your spiritual body, correct? But with that being said, family, I'm gonna get on up out of here. About to come up to 27. Once again, they all these drones. Like, it was the picture they had over 1,000 and some drones just in the air. And they say to this, that they only surveillance in fugitives and things of that sort. But even just like here, it could be somebody who has a certain type of case and they live next door to you. So they may be surveillancing them, but if the drone is over your house, over their house, it could see your house too. So you under surveillance too. You hear me? And they just like, playing around with the system. And even right now, they got a social credit system and things of that sort. And basically, that goes on what they say, who they meet, and where they go online, And that's basically going to get them a credit score. What they saying, what they talking about. Is they using vulgar language, things of that sort. And who they meet, if they meet in like people who have a low social credit score, probably bring down their social credit score. And it's just based on here too. If you hang out with somebody who has a certain type of case, now you are getting looked at. Now they didn't entangle you with some mess that you ain't had nothing to do with. You just know them from back in the day or something. And when they go online, like if you go into these certain type of sites and stuff, like, they deem, and how they gonna tell you what's right and wrong, and you a god. You a god, but they telling you what to do, and you the everything in the universe, and they telling you what to do. They telling us what to do. It's crazy world we live in. It's crazy world we live in, I tell you. And with this body, you don't even have to leave this physical body as a thing. You can just raise in vibration and just take the spirit with it, because all it is just like I said, a vehicle. In this vehicle, it just disappears and it should be some clothes, but you have to raise them vibrations in you up to a certain level. It's gonna happen. With that being said, family, like I said, I'm getting on the body here. Peace to all the gods and goddesses of the planet. Peace to all the kings and the queens. Peace to all the prince and princesses rising to be future kings and queens and gods and goddesses, because it is a school that we are continuously learning through. It is the tomb that we are learning through. It is the school of knowledge. We just understanding this realm around us, and the more you understand it and try to understand the next level, this it shall be. With that being said, I say, peace, family.